Welcome everybody to the Pro League Round 2 Grand Finals down here live in the Nexon Arena. My name is Valdez. With me is Moonlight today. How are you doing?
Oh! I'm doing pretty good, Valdez. I'm so excited, man. I can't even keep it under wraps. I can't wait for these games to start,
Bursting out of me, man. I don't know why.
No, dude. That's all I want to do is just scream right now because we got a packed studio. We got the GG girls here, man. Look at them. They're on the side. Oh, they're going to come up, do a little dance for us, warm us all up, get ready for the show.
You guys, just go ahead and watch. We're not going to commentate this.
I'm already starting to sweat, Valdez. Well, if that doesn't raise the bar of StarCraft tonight, Valdez, I don't know what will.
I hope it did for everybody out there watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. And guys, we're moments away from starting this. I can't wait to get into the StarCraft, just to be honest. Starting things off with herO versus Cure.
That is right. Look at this. The teams are lining up, getting ready to show, handshake and get ready to fight. It's going to be exciting. I wonder if we're going to have an interview to start things off, or are we simply just going to jump right into it like we would on a normal day?
That is the question, Moonglade. We weren't given that information, just so stick tight with us. Oh, okay, there is no interview.
No interview. It's just going to be straight to the games, and it's what I like to see. It's what I like to hear. I'm excited to get this started. I have so much to talk about with this opening match.
Oh, yeah, there is so much going into that first two picks from both teams. And I think the big story here definitely is CJ Entis in first, and they decide to use their best player for the first match here.
Yeah, that is probably the biggest surprise of all. If we have a look at Jinner right now, Q are going to be starting for these guys, and as you were saying, herO opening for CJ. That takes some serious balls. Let's just face it.
Look at that badass. He's only shaking his hand with one hand.
Yeah, that's disrespectful, actually.
Cure shaking it with two.
I mean, putting your ace player out, putting a lot of pressure on him. He's going to have to do damage. If he doesn't do any damage, the team is screwed, essentially, man, because he is their ace player. He is their best player. He's the one that has to make it happen. He's the one that has to do the damage or close it out.
Yeah. And I don't know, he's got to have a lot of confidence. You can even see it there in just the way he walked up on stage, his body language. We're getting to a point in StarCraft 2 where the best player of each race is becoming very apparent, obvious to a lot of people. Life, Maru, and herO, I think most people would say. And every time you get herO just up there on stage or even in the booth, you can just feel the aura around him of exactly how good he is, even before he starts playing the game.
Well, he's going to have to make it happen. He has to take games. He has to at least take a couple of wins. Otherwise, his team will just fall apart. There is no other... I feel like there's no other ace player on CJ that's going to get it done. It's going to be so hard to see who will take down Maru. I think it must be Biel. He must be training for that matchup. He must be the sniper for it. But here we go at the maps. Starting with King Sejong, Expedition Lost, Merry-Go-Round, Overgrowth, Deadwing, Vani, then King Sejong again. This is where a lot of the strategy comes in.
Yeah.
You're starting with a Protoss player on King Sejong Station. That's okay, but the next map is Expedition Lost. Then it goes to Merry-Go-Round. So you're putting your Protoss player at a lot of risk. And I guess this says a lot about their confidence in herO and the weaknesses in Jinner Green Wings, especially when it comes to Zerg. the generic Green Wing Zergs are very weak at this point.
Yes.
You got Rogue, you got Symbol, and I think you got a couple of other B-teamers that will definitely not get any playtime.
No, I would hope not. Maybe they bring them out for some kind of sniper pick, maybe on map 2 for herO if Kira goes down or something like that, but it's going to be hard. Guys, going to point accumulate rankings here. SK Telecom T1 still on top, but I think that's bound to change based on whichever team here does get first place. They're going to get 40 points, and especially for CJ Antis, I think they'll move up to first if they do win this one. Now just taking a look at the players' records here in round 1 and round 2. herO, you can see his round 2 performance was quite nice there. He went 7-1 in round number 2.
Yeah, that is insane, actually. And the other, I guess, 2 players that really bring the wins in is Byung and Byung, as you can see there. Both players not having the same sort of success. Actually, quite a few losses from Byung especially. Still a very dangerous player.
Yeah, and here for generic Green Wings, they've got 4 players that they usually just use every single time. Mara, Rogue, Kira, and SOS. Trap comes in every so often, and like you were talking about, Symbol is that other Zerg that we may see, but I'd say it's doubtful.
Well, I mean, look at his results so far. He's only lost twice in round 2. He has not, got any points for the team whatsoever. So I wouldn't be surprised if we are going to be seeing that Maru, Rogue, Kira, and SOS again.
Yeah, and now just taking a look at how many times they've won in, many different ways, I guess, here. 2 4-2s for Jin-Air, 1 for CJ Antis. CJ with 2 wins and a 4-3, and 2 wins in the regular. I guess this is head-to-head, maybe, for these 2 teams. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not
the most descriptive CG here, to be honest, guys.
It is what it is, Valdez. And here we go with the multi-kill data. So we do see a lot of success from Maru, getting 3 kills at least. And it's happened 3 times, actually.
Yeah, he's gotten 3 kills and 2 reverse 3 kills, which is pretty insane. I'd say Maru, best Terran in the world right now. He is their best player right now. He's going to be such a huge benefit for Jin-Air here, and it's part of the reason why I think they're going to win this one, Moonblade.
Yeah, I definitely think Jin-Air is probably going to take this one, simply because herO is coming out first, and it's very ballsy. But that's so much pressure on your ace player, putting him out first.
Yeah.
He has to make it happen, I'm going to say this 100 times. He's got to have to make it happen. He's going to have to at least take a couple of kills, put them in a good position, get him a nice lead so the other players can try and clean up. Team winning top 5 players data.
I need to, take a step back. I need to study this one for, 5 minutes here. herO versus Jin-Air, 7-7. Pretty even there. Maru versus CJ is 8-3. Along with Rogue and SOS, they've got pretty decent scores there against CJ, I have to say.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting seeing that superiority and inferiority. So obviously herO is good against Kira, but obviously weak against Maru.
Yeah. Who would actually have superiority against Maru? That's the question.
That is the question.
No one on this graph.
I think perhaps what CJ were thinking coming into this is they're going to use herO now when they think Maru won't come out, so he can do the damage. And then they're going to use Byul to deal with Maru when he does come out. Then you're going to have the plays maybe in between to maybe fill in until Byul gets a good map that he can play Maru on.
Yeah. Guys, if you are in Korea, there will be a family esports festival that's going to be at the Sangam-dong World Cup Park. There's a building over there, you guys, if you are in Korea, of course. And I think you do have to sign up possibly there. I'm not sure, but you can go ahead and check out that website we got there if you are interested. And, of course, we got all these different events, mostly for the Korean fans here in the audience. I hope we get to do that prediction thing once again. Where the audience members, they text,
that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I hope we get really that. That's really cool. But, yeah, there's those events there. So if you guys are in Korea and want to do it. And it looks like we are going to have a little bit of a Wheel of Fortune going on here. And,
yeah, I guess this is one of the events.
Yeah, we'll soon find out exactly what's going on. We have a bit of a line for it as well. But we'll soon find out what's happening, Valdez.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait a little bit. Sejong just ran into the booth. She's here. Hi, Sejong. Okay, Sojung's mic isn't working. It's okay. But the reason she's in here is we're going to get into a coach interview, guys, actually. So that should be pretty interesting. I'd love to see this actually before the finals, just to get the thoughts right before we get into the games from the two coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. I really want to hear the mindset behind why they picked herO first and herO, obviously. Should be a pretty interesting. Hopefully they don't give too much away, or if they do, the other players aren't listening.
Yeah, we got to put some earplugs in some of the players, make sure they're not listening. We got 2 players already in the lobby, but they're probably going to have to wait for these 2 coach interviews to finish up here. Not sure what the delay is. I think we've got the camera right now on the generic coach, so I think we'll be talking to him first.
Yeah, we're just freestyling until then. Pretty healthy crowd down there, you know. It's looking, it's looking packed out. The second floor, not just yet, but it's only just starting.
Yeah, it's beginning to people are beginning to slowly file in. You know, get up there, fill out that second floor. And guys, if you aren't in Korea, what you can do to help out the stream or just other stuff over here in general is definitely go ahead and get on Twitter, talk to all those people, tweet at us, follow us, you know, and talk about it. But guys, we're going to go straight into that coach interview right now.
먼저 인터뷰를
So
해봐야
we're
될
here
것
with head
같습니다.
coach Park and head coach Cha from Jinner
라운드
Greenwings.
플레이오프부터 현재까지 결승전에 올라왔는데 지네어 그린윙스의 경기력에 대해서 어떻게 지금까지
Asking
보셨는지 굉장히
Coach
궁금합니다.
Park about Jinner Greenwings
예, 안녕하세요.
conditions.
제가 원래 그 플레이오프 때 지네어 경기를 보고
Well, at the playoffs when I was
사실
watching
굉장히
Jinner Greenwings
초집중해서 많이
play, I just
봤거든요.
concentrated a lot.
그 조성주 선수의 활약을 보고
And I
굉장히
saw
등골이 좀
Maru
오싹하면서
on the killing spree,
굉장히
and
너무
I got that
잘하는구나.
chill in my
이런
back, and
선수를
I just got that feeling that
결승전
Maru
때
is just too
상대를 해야
good,
된다는 것
and
자체가 굉장히
the fact that I
부담으로
had to go
다가왔는데
against Maru
제가 그렇게
put
생각하고
pressure
있는
to me. And
찰나에
when I was thinking of
우리
that,
권수영 코치가
our coach
하는 이야기가
Kwon
이거 별거
Orion
아니에요.
said that, you know, this
이렇게
is just
이야기를 하는
nothing.
거예요. 그래서
And
그 말 덕분에 조금
because I
자신감을
think
좀
that
얻었고
I got a little bit of
권수영 코치가 바로
confidence
또
coming into
해법을
this finals,
찾아서
and
이야기를
Coach Kwon
해주었고
had
그다음에
solutions for
오히려
Maru.
저보다 오늘
And
결승전
Rather
경기는
than me, the
선수들이
finals
더
for today, I
자신감을
think the
가지고
players
왔기
are more
때문에
confident coming
분명히
into this
오늘
game
좋은
today, and
결과가
so
있을
I'm
거라고
just
생각을
definitely
합니다.
sure that they will be
박용
having
감독의
a good
이야기를
results.
들어봤습니다. 이어서 차지훈
And this is
감독에게는
Coach
또
Park, and
우리
now we're going
유예원자
into an interview with
유대현 애원자가 또 질문을 하도록
head
하겠습니다.
coach
다른 거
Cha
아니고 얼굴이
from
약간 좀
Jinner
피곤해
Greenwings.
보이시는데
Looking a bit
연습을
tired
하다가
here. Maybe they
좀
were
어려운
practicing
것들이
too
좀
much,
있었을 것 같아요.
ran
어떤
into a
부분들이
problem.
가장 어려웠고 오늘의 어떤 부분에 가장 중점을 두고 연습을
Commentator
하셨는지
asking the
궁금합니다.
hardships
네,
and what they
안녕하세요.
focused
진행
on.
오딩스 차지훈 감독입니다. 어려운 거는 일단 선봉 선수가
Well, the hardest
김준호
thing
선수이기
obviously
때문에
was, you know, the first
준호가
runner-up
워낙 잘하고
is
있어서
herO from CJ,
준호를
and
생각해서
herO is a
준비하다
really good
보니까
Protoss player, and we were
많이
trying to focus on
힘들었는데
him,
그래도
preparing
도우기가
the
워낙
rosters that are to
자신감이
come
있더라고요. 그래서
around him, and KURO was really confident coming into this
준비하는데
game
조금
for the first
까다롭긴
set,
했지만
and it was
그래도 잘
difficult preparing for the first
준비할
set,
수
but we
있었던 것 같습니다.
were able to prepare well.
네, 차지훈 감독의
coming into the
이야기까지
finals.
들어봤습니다. 그러면은 상대 박용 감독에게 하고 싶은 이야기 없으신가요?
Let's see if he has any
짧고
message
굵게.
for
결승전인
Coach
만큼
Park.
선수들의 사기도 올릴 겸
그렇죠.
짧고 굵게 한마디
파이팅
부탁드립니다.
있는 네.
message.
오는 게 있으면 가는 게 있습니다.
제가 커뮤니티에서 워낙 이미지가 안 좋아가지고
Well, I'm not really good on
도발이나
my
이런 거
image isn't
별로 안
really good on the
좋아하는데
internet because you know my image is really bad.
선수들 기세가 있으니까
But and
짧게
also the players who
한마디를
are
하면
on the roller coaster that's
감독님
going up.
오늘
I wanna say
가족분들 많이 오셨는데
I know that you have your families
죄송합니다.
here. I'm sorry, head coach Park.
그래도 다행인 게
But,
아직
you know,
둘째가 아무것도 모르는
but
나이니까
Your second child is at an age where
네,
she or he doesn't know
좀
anything yet.
그걸로 위안
So I
삼으셨으면
think that should
좋겠고요.
help you out a lot
그다음에
tonight.
감독님 밑에서 참 많이
And
배웠어요.
I learned so much from you.
오늘 배운
You know, they were
거
from SK Telecom T1 together,
보여드리겠습니다.
and I will
네.
show you what I learned from
네,
them.
어우.
And this was
참,
head coach Cha from Jinner
차근차근
Greenwings, and I
말씀을
think it was a
이어가는가
really healthy
싶더니
this
알고 보니
tonight.
그게 다
Healthy trash
독설이었습니다.
talk, I
그렇다면
guess.
박용 감독도 한번
Let's see if
받아주셔야죠.
he has anything else to say, head coach Park.
말씀 잘 들었고요.
I listened to you really well, and
굉장히 좀 살인적인 말씀이신
that
것
was just
같고
killing.
사실 지네어가 이렇게 성장하는 모습을 보면서
Actually, well, when I was watching
차지훈
Jinner
감독이야
Greenwings
지네어
grow,
팀이 굉장히
you know,
대단하다고
I
생각을
just
하고
felt that
있습니다.
you and Jinner
그리고
Greenwings is
오늘
just such a great team.
이렇게 결승에서 만나는 것
Now we meet
자체도
at the round
굉장히 좀
finals, and the
뜻깊고
fact
굉장히
that we're meeting
의미
here
있는 일이라고
is
생각을 하고요.
just meaningful.
사실 제가 최근 5일 동안
But for the last 5 days,
우리 애들
I was-
얼굴을 그냥 깨어 있는 모습을 보지를 못했어요.
I
그래서
haven't been able to see my kids
뜻밖의
awake.
제가 모르는 사이에 이제 제 와이프가
And
경기장에 데리고 와서
without my
갑자기
knowing,
힘이
my wife
나더라고요.
brought me
그
like
애들
my
얼굴을
kids
보니까
here.
오늘 그
arena.
힘을 받아서
So I will
우리
get that
선수단
power.
잘 이끌어서 우리 선수들이 그
And
기운을
from
받아서
that
열심히
power,
할
I think our
거니까
players will do well
진에어
tonight.
긴장했으면
And I think head coach
좋겠습니다.
Park is really nervous
감사합니다.
right now. And
네,
he
양
says
팀의
the CJ players
감독님들
will
좋은
do
말씀
well. And this was
감사합니다.
head coach
자,
Park
그렇다면
from
이제
CJ
선수들 좀
Antis.
만나봐야겠죠.
And I think we got to meet some
자.
players now.
man.
뭐
I think
일단은 뭐 저희가 문자 투표는
Looks
마무리가
like we're gonna go into
됐고요.
predictions,
시청자
guys.
여러분께서 예상하는
Oh,
승자
oh,
예측에
we still got
대해서
the Korean,
잠시 후 확인을 해보고 저희
in
중계진들이 승자 예측을 해봤습니다.
아,
함께
궁금하네요.
정리해 보시죠.
All right.
6대 0입니다.
Whoa, everyone going for hero.
김독 선수도 정말 잘했거든요.
No surprise there, I gotta say.
Yep, doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, herO, like I said before, best Protoss in the world, and he's going up against Kier. You guys got to see on your superiority inferiority graphs there that herO is in fact superior to Kier.
Yep.
You know,
That's essentially it, Valdo. That's what we need to know, mate.
that's basically to put everything on the line. That's
You know,
how it goes.
They have had some time to practice for this match. Maybe Cure has something cooked up on, on King Sejong Station. We've seen a lot of cheeses recently, especially from players like Sorry.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did it, man. I would not be surprised at all, and I wouldn't blame him at all. You want to snipe out this guy as soon as possible. You want to get him out of the way.
If you can beat herO now, if you can beat him right now, you've essentially won the clan
Yeah,
war.
it's
If Cure
pretty
does
easy
that,
win from there.
Yeah, you get rid of the ace player for CJ, the starting player for CJ. This is what one of the most important matches is going to set the tempo for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
They can only use him once. All the pressure is on herO right now.
Yeah, he has a tendency to look nervous, but actually he's just a huge badass, and he is just so ready for this match, I know for sure. But taking a look at Cure, he said he was confident for herO. Those are bold words, man. Going up against herO, a guy who's 5-0 right now in 2015 versus Terran. And, you know, he's doing decently himself as well. He's 8-3, but comparing him to herO right now, and as we saw in the predictions, it looks like he's the big underdog here.
Yeah, he is by far the biggest underdog. And, yeah, we're going to have to see what they have cooked up. No doubt Generic Green Wings has something planned. It's going to be very fun as we get ready to jump into the game, Valdez.
I hope you guys are excited as we are. We're going to jump into game number 1 here right away. It's herO versus Cure. Up here in the top left, in the yellow, from CJ Antis, our Protoss player, it is herO.
And in the bottom right, for Generic Green Wings, it is the Terran Cure.
He looks focused. He looks ready to go.
What do you have planned, Cure? What will you do against this monster? He's only dropped 1 game against Protoss in Pro League this season.
It's pretty nice to know. It seems like he's, very good in this matchup. It seems like he's pretty good across the board, at least in Pro League, you know what I mean? In individual leagues, though, he definitely has had some trouble. In the past, he's, gotten to high points. Oh, I think that's actually his second child, Coach Park, and there's his first one, I would assume.
I can see the resemblance in the younger one.
Yeah.
The moment I saw it, I'm like,
Easy.
that's Coach Park's child.
It was easy to
That's
see right
so
away.
funny. They're giving him power.
Ooh, look at this. It's going to be an early gate.
It's going to be an early gate, and
That was
nothing,
a 10 gate.
nothing unusual for Cure as well. He's going to go for the simple Rax, Gas, Reaper opening by the looks of things.
Oh boy, look at that. 82% to 17.
Wow.
Not sure where one of those percentages went, but I guess it might have been like 82.4 and like 17.6, but then it should have been 18,
I don't know.
Someone messed up the rounding. It's okay.
Uh-oh. Who were the GG girls going for?
These ones are going for CJ.
Wow.
Definitely because they are CJ fans, not because they were told to hold those signs.
That must be it, Valdez. You must be right. We'll have to wait and see what the other two are going to be going for.
We saw Coach Park. He was pretty nervous when he was talking. It could just be because he was talking in front of a large crowd, but I feel like part of it is like herO, I hope you win a bunch of games because we're counting on you.
Well, look at that picture. That's pretty impressive. Oh, wait, it was just a sticker. Never mind. I was like, whoa, you're really good. That was really quick. Well, showing his purse as well as the poster there.
Interesting little zealot we got coming out here. It says, I'm not sure exactly what that means, actually. Dropping the ball for you guys. I'm sorry.
You're dropping the ball, Valdez. That's fine, mates. Don't worry about it. We are going to see that Reaper expand from Cure. And nothing special from here. Just the same sort of build as well. You know, just going to go for that fast Mothership core. Be able to deny that Reaper, deny the SCV Scout, go for that quick Nexus.
Looks like those two were going for Gen Air. No surprise there. And Mothership core, pretty far out. He follows up with a Stalker. And like you said, yeah, just with that faster gate, just trying to get out some units pretty fast.
It's pretty interesting that Cure decides to go for just a simple, straight-up game, you know, considering who he is playing against. But I guess at the same time, when you think about it, his teammate is Maru. You know, he does get a lot of inspiration, a lot of practice with, and just simply a lot of observing of the best Terran versus Protoss in the world.
Oh, yeah, man.
So we can mimic that, and we have seen Maru just decimate herO in the past.
Do you know how cool it would be to sit in that house and just watch Maru? Like, not even play, just sit there and watch Maru for an extended period of time. That would be so awesome. Oh, yeah. I wish that guy streamed, man.
Oh. Well, I'm glad he doesn't. Otherwise, he might be able to get hard counted a little bit more. So it's a good thing.
I have my own selfish reasons, Wingblade.
Well, if it was maybe a personal stream or something, I'd like that. I like a personal stream of life. And, like, I could never even mimic what he does because it's just, like, such raw skill and like just crazy micro. It's not really something you can just copy like a build order.
Yeah.
Same sort of deal with Mario, I guess you could say, because he does just things that no one else can do with his drops.
So with that early Mothership core, getting a good scout here from herO. He goes through the entire base, sees the follow-up of Cure. Reaper going to come up here, and actually that second Stalker was out of position. We're going to see that Twilight Council here.
Oh, yeah, and this is the bread and butter of herO. He goes Blink Stalkers more than anyone else. And he always opens it against Terran. It just simply for defensive purposes. He never usually goes on all in by it. He'll throw down that Robo shortly after, get those observers out. But it really sets him up in a nice position to defend against any sort of drops coming his way.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Cure could have not even sacrificed his Reaper and known, but of course, in the game of StarCraft, you can be a little bit tricky.
In a game of best of one, you really want to narrow down what could actually be happening to you, because there is no forgiving here. One game is ruthless in a game of StarCraft.
We are going to see the probe move out. You know, we have seen this before from some players, even in recent times, like even in Star League and GSL that we just casted. These Protoss players, they just like to put on a bit of pressure with a bunch of Stalkers before the Terran is really able to get out a big critical mass of bio against them.
Well, the scary thing is as well, Valdez, is that we did see that quick 3 racks. So it really looks like Cure is going to be gearing up for a kind of like a timing attack, maybe based on when the stim finishes. But either way, he's got more than enough to defend against just about anything herO could throw at him.
Yeah. You know, we talk about the bread and butter build from herO, but Cure, he really does love to do this build as well, just to be safe against Protoss. Looks like herO just going to follow the Colossi. Nothing strange going on back at home.
Yeah, he's actually playing very straight up, and it looks like Cure is playing a little over defensively. You know, he's even throwing up a missile turret in his natural, as well as a second bunker, so he is not sure what he's up against. Even throwing 6 SCVs on top of that bunker just in case.
Wow.
This is how nervous he is.
It's hard, man. You go up against a guy that's this good, you have to be nervous in a sense, because you really don't know what he's going to throw at you, and you just don't want to lose the game. You just want to make sure you can survive in a way.
Yeah, but if you're overly defensive like this, you can simply just get behind by yourself. You're killing yourself right now. Still, 6 SCVs are sitting on this bunker, so he's missing out on a lot of mineral income.
Yeah, that's actually kind of strange. It seems like he doesn't even know where hero's units are, so he's just like, well, I got to be careful, and let me be overly careful, like you were saying. He gets supply blocked again, making 2 more supply depots here.
He's very nervous here, but now he sees the the Stalker count. He knows, okay, it was simple pressure from here. Whoa. I don't have to actually commit everything to this defense.
We have a huge amount of gateways coming through for herO. And the forward pylon. We don't really know if he is going to commit to this just yet. I mean, if we are on 2 base, it's actually impossible, I think, to just make straight Colossi and support 6 gateways. But he could, make a couple Colossi, get the +1 to armor, get the range, and then just make a huge amount of gateway units to follow up.
Yeah, this is interesting. I think he probably will go for a third base based on simply how much bio he sees as well, because there's no way these players are going to kill each other on 2 base. It's going to have to transition, or one player is going to overcommit and very well just lose the game. Like right now, herO has to be very careful. He's going to go for the stim-in.
He's trying to get that Colossus actually a little bit too far forward. He's trying to get it, but it does survive, and now he's losing a ton of bio. And even a blink forward.
Actually, he should have turned around for that. 5 Marauders against that many Stalkers. He could have traded very well.
Oh. Again, just some more nervous play out of herO.
Yeah, he is.
And he's on the run.
Nervous.
He stims for the 3rd time. And
he should be able to save them.
He's not going to go for the blink. He's going to play a little bit safe himself and just get that 3rd base up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man, this is just... herO is just got to, he's got to settle down a little bit. He's going to take a few breaths and just realize that he isn't in a horrible place and start understanding the game a little bit more, kind of get an idea of what's happening, because he's just assuming the worst and just falling apart in his micro.
Yeah, that's never a place you want to be in. Coach Park saying that herO was very actually confident coming into this match against herO, but I'm just not seeing it, Lulade. Well, I'm really not. He's playing overly safe. He's showing just some nerves even in the way that he's playing. Not even just trading like you were saying there with the 5 Marauders. That's something that Maru would definitely do.
Maru would
have on top of this
Maru
game.
would have killed the Colossus and then probably got rid of like half the Stalkers there. And then had a great follow-up with drops. Instead, he's got this giant, it's pretty healthy Marauder ball more than anything else. That's 15 Marauders in this, by the way. That is a lot of Marauders.
Yeah. Nice observer placement here. Let's see if herO sees it. Yep, he does. He's going to get that away. Very important, especially if herO wants to go for any kind of drops, to make sure that he's not seen when he pushes out.
Well, that's 3 Colossus now. The 2nd Forge finishing up for herO. So he's going to go double upgrades. Mass Gateway, Mass Colossus. We've seen this build from him 100 times. Another blink forward. This time he does have that Colossus backup. Got to get out of there.
herO's got to be extremely careful right now. Just the blink. Again, it's just so efficient. You pick off 1 unit, another unit, all of a sudden 5 Marauders down. Makes your next fight so much worse. And he picks off another 2.
We're seeing a very similar sort of style that we would see from Maru as well, by the way.
Yes.
Just pure bio, Medivac, no sort of early Viking count whatsoever. We are going to see a double drop head towards the natural, possibly the main.
Oh man, the herO's 100% ready for this at the natural, and he has 2 spotting pylons on the left side of the map. He knows this is coming a mile away.
Yeah, he probably should have just dealt with those pylons, opened the map up a little bit more, get his other bio on the map so he can counterattack as well. A lot of ways to go about it. He needs to start showing a lot more confidence in his plays as well, and better decision making if he wants to try and get herO out of position.
Trying to come onto these Colossi, but he's not able to snipe them out. Some really nice force shields to protect, and all of this bio is going to be totally wiped out. A terrible fight here for herO.
Yeah, it's another bad position. Really caught out. And the drop didn't do anything. It got rid of 2 pylons. Guess what? You're going to need a lot more than that to make up for the losses you just had. And he's down, 30 supply already. I don't know. herO just looking way too nervous in this kind of situation.
Yep, and herO looking dominant as ever. Just really flowing through this game pretty perfectly. Not much he can do wrong here, though, based on the way that herO is playing as well. So you really got to hand that to him. 4 extra gateways. He's even taken a 4th base. He's like, well, I'm this far ahead. I don't even care. I can just do whatever I want at this point.
He can. He's got 2-2 on the way. Almost finished that armor. Might actually trigger the next step in his attack. He's going to get a nice scout with this observer. He sees the Viking count, only 4. You're going to need about 4 times that amount to deal with these Colossus. 5 at the moment.
Yeah, let's see how herO handles this. I mean, he really needs to get that Viking count up. He has not made a 2nd starport. He's making only 2 at a time. And, I mean, at this point, we're going to have a 2-2 Protoss going into +3 armor and probably +3 attack. He's got a 4th base halfway done. He's got charge and even a Dark Shrine on the way. He's going to have every single tool he could possibly ever need in this game. And it's because he's so far ahead, he can just do this.
Yeah. The funny thing is that he once again decides not to go for Storm. He simply just stays on this very heavy gateway composition with only Colossi as the AoE. And it does so much work because of the upgrade advantage he gets. Here we go, a bit of a trade here. This is a really bad place for Cure. He's going to have to lift that CC.
It's 2-2 Protoss versus 1-1 Terran. There's not enough Vikings here. There's a huge amount of gateways. There's 5 Colossi. And herO's just being meticulous about it. He's taking it slow. He doesn't want to go into a bad fight here. He doesn't want to commit to anything just yet.
No, he's got to be careful where these Vikings are and where his Stalkers can blink to, because he's going to have to blink underneath these Vikings if he wants to win this fight pretty convincingly. They have essentially caught up in supply.
Look at this, Moonglade. There's going to be a drop in the main. He's got 10 or more gateways back at home. There's going to be a huge warp, and he's also running in a bunch of Zealots towards the third base. Decides to commit to only 3 because he is maxed out right now.
Yep, he's way far ahead. And nice snipes there with the Stalkers. In the main base, there's actually a massive miss micro as well.
30 SCVs have gone down.
Yeah, he really screwed up. He actually targeted a supply depot with his bio and not the Zealots, so he actually lost all his bio for nothing.
And herO's like, well, I can just back off now. I've killed 35 SCVs. And he's just being so slow about this.
Yeah, with all these DTs going into the natural, third base as well, this could very well just be game.
He's not even going for the missile turret. He's just like going for the bunker because he's got too much stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to force a large amount of bio now over to this third base.
He's going to clean it up eventually, especially if he gets a scan off. But still, you know, he's down 50 supply now.
Oh, boy.
It's just about herO finding a way in. And he's very exposed Vikings for the moment.
Just trading once again with Stalkers. Another big warp and a Zealots towards the third base. It's getting to a point where Cure can't even handle it. Look at the supplies. We're getting 40 ahead here for herO. And he may just go for the attack now. Big blink back to let his Zealots pour forward. Stalkers dealing with the Vikings. Nice kiting here from Cure, but I just think he doesn't have enough stuff.
No, all the Vikings have evaporated, and still 2 Colossus remain. And a huge warp in again will keep him safe. And look at that, the blink forward.
GG! Whoa! That's the herO we know and love, man. He's now 6-0 against Terran and claps for himself. That was a stunning performance out of this guy.
That was a very important performance. He had to win that game to keep his team in it, man, because he's got a long way ahead of him. He's going to still have to face Maru eventually. And until then,
that's going to be the big game, man. herO versus Maru.
There's still, you know, a lot of danger out there. I wonder if any other member of Jin Air is going to be, you know, primed to deal with herO. I'm sure they've got a couple of snipers ready. Expedition Lost is going to be the next map. They could even take out Rogue, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised to see Rogue here on this map. He's been doing very well in Pro League, at least. Overall, he's 9-2. He's up there actually tied for 3rd place.
That's actually really damn good.
Yeah, it really is. He's been struggling in times where it's easy for him to get nervous, especially in individual performances, individual leagues. He goes in there and gets 0-3'd by Hurricane and SSL, you know what I mean? But over here in Pro League, it seems like he's a lot more comfortable, and that's when we really see Rogue's true form come out. And I would love to see him here on map number 2 try to take out herO.
He never really has that problem with, you know, losing game 1 and just getting incredibly tilted.
Yeah. That's
like his biggest problem. His mental state is so fragile that after one game, he kind of crumbles. So luckily for him, it is a best of 1, though. So he can just play it like it is, play with confidence.
CJ all surrounding herO, a bunch of pats on the back. They're all like, thank you so much for taking that win. We need it. It seems like the camaraderie on the CJ Antis team definitely very good. Seemed like a bunch of pals, you know, brothers there.
They've been together for a long time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right. So
here are the CJ Antis banners.
They're looking good. We saw them yesterday, I think, over at the League of Legends.
Yeah.
Expedition Lost, the second map. You know, a good Zerg map. We do see a lot of Zergs come out on this map, but it is against herO. Do they have anyone specific, or will they use someone like Symbol or Rogue?
Look at this. He's got one guy, Coach Park, massaging his hand. He's got the assistant coach on his back. They're like, please, please win more.
Only 3 more to go, herO. 3 more.
Look at this, man.
Give me your hand.
I love this. It just shows that they trust so much in this guy, and they need him so much as well.
They'll take good care of him, that's for sure.
They appreciate his presence on their team and just how good he is as a player.
Well, without him, they wouldn't have made it this far, that's for sure.
Yeah. Coach Spark is like, my family's here. You gotta win.
My children in the front row.
They're watching.
They're watching. They're cheering for you, herO.
My daughter, she's old enough to know what's going on.
Don't make her cry.
She'll be sad if Daddy's sad.
I guess so. Well, we're going to find out in just a moment. Just get a nice look at us while we wait. I'm all excited.
Yeah.
I got my little Zerg pin on. This means I want a Zerg to come out. Come on, bro.
I hope they will put you on the Korean stream and just be like, is it going to be a Zerg?
A little kiss.
I hope it's a Zerg, man. Expedition loss. I mean, who else would it be if not Rogue? I mean, we saw there even in the stats,
Well,
they pretty much only used 4 people. They've got Trap as like number 5.
It could be Maru.
Could be Maru.
Could be Maru. You know, after this, it is going to be merry-go-round. Not a bad map for Maru either. Then going to be Overgrowth. So the maps are lining up for a good Terran player if they want to really use the Ace player now. But the scary thing is that if they use Maru now, the next map is going to be merry-go-round, and they're going to use Bial.
Yeah.
And Bial
That's
has
a scary
beaten
place.
Maru before, and Bial is very good against these top Terrans.
I'm with you on that one, Moonlead. I think they have to put out someone besides Maru. Have him come out on merry-go-round and snipe out herO, and then let him go on a streak there. You know, maybe
Give him the
Bial
good
comes
maps.
out on Deadwing. It's not, you know, as good as it would be on, say,
Well, that's
merry-go-round,
perfect
like you're
for Maru.
talking about.
You know, he can
exactly.
go mech if he wants to. You know, we have seen it actually recently. He defeated Life with mech, but no one even knew he could do that.
He just like pulls out. He's like, "Oh, by the way, I can mech better than anyone else."
Well,
by the way,
Swarmos aren't a thing anymore. I guess I can mech,
Yeah.
even though I love bio. LOL, easy game, easy life, easy
that definitely
money.
is part of it.
Maybe, who knows?
Still waiting on who exactly this Jin Air player is going to be.
Look at all those fangirls in the audience. That's all for herO.
Ooh, that guy's energetic.
Oh, that guy's a big fan. What is that? Hand gesture. No gang signs here.
Calm down, sir.
Calm down, man.